All right, I'm going to take the one macro workflow and expand it a little bit to 2 macros. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to set up a simple patch with the tone spec that is currently on sale. Let's set up 2 different ones here. Gonna set up 2 different filters. Both of them are going to be bandpass 24 though, so holding Alt, I can drag this over to copy it. One is going to be for oscillator A and one is going to be for oscillator B. We're going to assign this macro 5 here to depending on both of them. So let's go over here as well and just set it a little bit lower. And then we're going to set up 2 different warp modes. I'm going to think band plus and band minus over here. And then this guy maybe a remap. And this guy a little bit of phase distortion from a sine wave. I think I'm going to keep the phase distortion at the same modulation amount of 40 here. And I'm just going to add a little bit of syncing to this one. We're going to set up this macro so that it modulates these 2 guys. And then this macro is going to modulate this guy and this guy. And all we have to do is edit the remap graph a little bit. I've gone with this shape. And right now, all that I want to do is just set up the filter cutoff a little bit lower on this guy and maybe a little bit higher on this guy, and then modulate it in opposite ways. So now setting up 2 different automations for macro 1 and macro 2 here, we get the sound that sounds like this. And that's sounding really cool towards the end there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a riser. And we're just going to have this rise 4 octaves over that period. And we're going to enhance that by just having a delay that is going to increase over time and then stop over here. And we're going to do the same with a reverb. And then finally an EQ to remove the lowest of frequencies, and then this auto filter which we're going to use to filter it in over time. And then mixed into the track we get the sound that sounds like this. For more music production content, make sure that you subscribe to the channel.